Hi, everybody. Okay, I'm going to do things slightly a little bit differently, but not too much. Okay, I'm going to go for my hashtag first, and then I'll talk about storylines after that. Okay, now I know Lawrence and Victor was not in the episode. However, I found out a little later that yesterday was Lawrence St. Victor's birthday. So happy birthday! Woo! My man Carter. I also found out why he hasn't been on the soap that much. Because my man got another job. He's filming a movie. So, um, but don't worry, he'll be back. Okay. Now, on to the storyline. Which is kind of one note. Okay. We have, well, we have two camps here. The people who know that Hope is the designer for Logan, and the people who don't. And the people who don't really want to know who the designer for Logan is. And the people who do know don't want to tell them because they're afraid the secret, quote unquote, secret, will be leaked. Okay, now, of course, this is going to create fallout and hurt feelings and all the rest of it. And like I always say, a cluster F. And the longer it goes, it's going to create a bigger and bigger cluster F. Okay? Now, um, some unfortunate victims of the unknowing of Hope are Electra with Will and Deke. Well, Remy found out, but then Deke tried to uh, uh, swear him to secrecy, which I'm not too sure about that. As much as I like a redemption arc of Remy, Remy has what shall we say, this checkered past with the truth and being a little bit too evasive. So I don't think that's gonna go that well. I'd like to hope, but I'm also realistic. So therefore, the conundrum. Okay. Okay. And then we have the side story of will they or won't they with RJ and Melissa. And I don't know. I'm of two minds about it. And not just because I'm a male fan. It's not that. I swear to God, it's not. Okay. On the one hand, I get that, they kind of got to get over that person they want to be with. So I guess that's the next best thing. I don't know. Although that's not how I would run my life. But okay. But then on the other hand, no matter what you do, you're still gonna think about that person because if you love somebody, you're gonna love them or you're gonna want to be with them or. And no matter what you do, that's still gonna be there. So that's why I'm of two minds. Okay. And then we have Brooke and Hope. Now, Catherine Kelly Lang and Annika Noel had great scenes today, but Brooke got on my last effing nerve because she was, well, okay, I understand you're on sabbatical and you should enjoy yourself so that when you come back, you can be all revitalized. And I'm like, okay, but maybe she don't want to come back. You ever thought about that? You ever thought that maybe your daughter wants to be treated more like a woman and less like a afterthought? Ever thought about that, Brooke? No, you haven't because you are tunnel vision, sweetheart. Okay. So then, she says, kind of, Hope let some stuff out, but she still hasn't told her mother, the thing. But she says, well, I think it's going to be longer than a couple weeks. So then Brooke says, What, you mean a couple months? And she's like, and then she switches right back. Well, not that it matters, but whenever, just know that whenever you come back, your dog will be waiting for you, sweetheart. And I'm like, ugh, God. So then she says, well, I think the next move will be great for you. And she's like, and Hope is like, uh-huh, I think so too, Mom. Oh boy, I can't wait for this cat to get out of the bag. I can't wait. It's not even about the okay. Well, there's two things here in my head for this. I'm happy. I'm like waiting on pins and needles for the reveal, but also I can't wait for Katie and Hope and all the rest of them to stick it to the rest of them because oh boy. I talk about it all the time, but if you knew how these people were being treated for years and years and years, you'd understand what I'm talking about here. So those are the two reasons I'm ready for the reveal. I am so ready. I think I'm gonna get myself some popcorn. If I know the reveal is coming up, I'm gonna have it all set, man. It's gonna be like a movie. But yeah, and I know the head of Tom and who else is in the scenes are gonna shine like nobody's business. But I cannot wait. I can't wait. Okay, now, okay. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, I know why. I have now clarified in my own head why I don't like Electra. Why I don't like the character of Electra. Because Linnea Grace, if they gave her something to do, I think she could do it. But they haven't given her anything with any meat on it. Nothing. Except for the time when she thought she was the deep fake with whoever. Remy. You know? That was good. Now all she does is ask Will 1,000 times who's the new designer and then rest up on his chest. Which I wish that I could be her stunt double, but that's another story for another day. But could you give the chick something to do? Please? Okay. Bye, everybody.